So, as we start to understand how we're going to manifest things, we also need to look for things in the natural that can supercharge this process. So, if you guys wanted to know the roadmap of finding faves, at first it was conspiracies, then God moved me into healing. Now, God's moving me into all of these other areas where I feel like I'm supposed to be connected with nature, I'm supposed to be connected with water, I'm supposed to be connected with healing, and I think all of those things together are that. Like I think about all the healing things in nature, all the different therapies that water does. I'm like, okay, this is my biome. And then even to look astrologically, and not the world's astrology, I actually got this download that where you're born geographically is important. I was born in a massive forest, massive, huge 100-foot tall trees everywhere. And I was right beside the ocean, and there's tons of rain. That town, that rains nonstop, golf balls, because there's like a horseshoe of mountains, and the air just keeps coming in from the ocean and raining. So I noticed that my two elements are rain and also nature. And I feel drawn to them. I feel like I have a connection with them. Some people might be drawn to aqua life. Some people talk about the whales and the dolphins. I even heard a story about a guy who went to Parliament here in Canada. This is actually documented by the government of Canada. This gentleman went to Parliament. I think he had like 6 polar bears with him. And he walks in there and he declares all of this stuff that they need to start changing by the word of the Lord. And he makes all of these prophetic declarations. And I was like, holy crap, isn't that where we're moving, hey? Into the supernatural realm where God's going to be using us. He's going to be using nature. You see those birds and the bees that are attacking the 5G towers. They're not okay with this stuff. We're just kind of sitting here being like, well, that's the way it is. Even though we're the only group that has like hands and feet that can actually tear it all down. Well, monkeys, I guess, could, but yeah. Anyways, so I think that we actually need to start focusing on how we're going to do things collectively. I think that we need to start focusing on all of the different giftings that we have. And then I also think we need to use technology to up what I call the ascension thing. So I think making structured water is very important. I think that's going to up your quantum power. I think it's also going to clean your body and help your body energize itself so it can truly heal itself. Then I think about the PEMF mats, pulse magnetic electricity, and I even think about the Tensor rings that have these fixed frequencies within them that don't even need electricity to work. And all of these things combined, right? The Tensor rings, you get 2 of them, you put one at your headboard, one at your baseboard. This is going to create a light tunnel that causes your body to vibrate high. And these Tensor rings were found in the King's Chamber, etched on the wall inside of the Giza pyramid. I think they might be an important number for us to take into account. And then you can make these light tunnels. They're 144,000 hertz. Wonder why 144? Anyway, so there's a frequency that we need to be obtaining so that we can ascend. And so there's 3 things that I want us to look at. The supplements that we can be taking, right? The detoxes and the supplements. I'm talking about Ormus specifically, which changes density depending on the frequencies that it gets. So Ormus already is a fluctuating 5D supplement. Then secondly, you have all of this energy, right? You have the learning how to use energy and how to manifest that energy. And we're doing that with the Tensor rings, and we're doing that with the PEMF, and we're doing that with a few different ideas that we're working on, the structured water included. And then on top of all of that, we're going to be start doing these what I call mass meditations together. So as we start to upgrade our bodies and get more quantum energy, that's also a cue for us to collectively bring our energies together so that we can have what I call the hub of manifestation power. And then we collectively vote on what we're going to be visualizing and praying for and calling into this realm. And then with that, we're going to actually be able to change the reality around us collectively, because with all of our high vibrations collectively concentrated, we're going to be like a laser beam of quantum energy, which I think is the coolest thing.